The longer I make these YouTube videos, and I'm literally only on video like number 4, the more unhinged I become. Welcome back to Vlogmas. We're finally crocheting again. It's been a bit since we crocheted, but I have all the things finally to start on the Christmas presents that I'm making this year. Today, we will be making a duck. Now, my mom knows she's getting a duck. She like specifically asked for one. And I had already made one and was like, well, you can have that if you want, like right now. Because she was up here visiting. And she said, no, it can be for Christmas. The pattern I'm going to use, I think it's just called Crochet Duck Tutorial or something along those lines by Softies. It's on YouTube. I'll have it linked below. It's a fairly simple tutorial, so even if you have sort of just begun learning how to crochet, I think you could still follow it. So let's gather all our materials. 8mm hook. Violently open your crochet. Stitch markers, obviously. The hooks I use are the Clover and Moores. I like them way better than the Sally Hansen. The Sally Hansen hurt my hand so bad I almost didn't go through with crocheting, but I got one of these and it was so much better. Now, I have made ducks like that with this tutorial in the past. The issue I've had is that they don't stand up on their own. So to rectify that, I looked it up and people were saying that you could take some tights, fill it with this weighted these weighted beads that are meant for plushies, and then stick that in there and it would work. Generally, I like the 9mm eyes for these. It just makes them look goofy and I think it's funny. But they were completely sold out at both craft stores I went to, so the closest I could possibly find were these blue 12mm. I'm hoping the blue eyes don't look terrifying on it. We'll have to see. I think it could be cute. But that's really all I have, except for these ginormous safety eyes I still haven't made anything for. So let's get going. I'm using the Bernat blanket yarn, and then we're using our 8mm hook, and we're gonna start with our trusty dusty magic ring. I know some people do not like magic rings. They are pretty hard to learn. It took me like 2 hours to learn, which is funny because it takes like 10 seconds to actually make a ring once you know how. It's just learning that's really hard. A lot of times magic rings don't work the best with blanket yarn because it does break easier than other kinds of yarns. But for some reason with the Bernat blanket specifically, I haven't had any issues. I have had issues with, I think it's called like the Sweet Snuggles, the chenille yarns. Those break like crazy. You have to use a chain ring basically. At least I have to. I'm not going to make any progress if I don't get moving a little bit. Okay. Hello?
Can I come in?
Yeah?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
I'll make it quick. I just gotta drop this off.
It's okay. Can you believe this guy?
Alright.
Love you.
Love you too.
Okay, so the head is done. Now I want to see how the eyes will look because I am a little worried about them. Oh no. Oh no. He looks so bad. Hang on. Okay. What about, oh my god. I feel like this is just a crime. Let's continue on the body for a little bit. I'm starting to think that I'm gonna lose this game of Yarn Chicken. Let's see how disparate our dye batches are. Okay, we're fine. That was a moment of anxiety I didn't want. Are you kidding? There's a knot. Why does burnout blanket have like 16 billion knots in it? Cutting it out. That's how I feel about knots in my yarn. We are very close to being done with the shell of our duck. You know how duck eggs have shells? Well, ducks are also just shells till their final evolution. So the more you know. The government doesn't want you to know. You can just take ducks from the park. Anyway, let's make the beak and maybe chit chat. So the reason I wait this long to make the beak is because at this point you have like the start of the back of the duck, so you can tell which side is the front. And then I kind of take my hook and I just skewer him through these 4 stitches. Duck kebab. And then I can tell if it's centered, and I think it's a little bit off. That's looking pretty good. We can just kind of look at our duck, make sure he looks proper. I think he does. And I'm gonna sew the ends in. Snip these really short. These really short. We've gotten rid of the Halloween for just the standard mason jar and jar. I literally have 2 giant Ziploc bags full of these. I also have a giant bag of polyfill that I'm working through, so I don't like using ends to stuff projects that are for other people. I feel bad just in case they come like out, but if it's just for me, then we'll use it. So I can't stall any longer. We're gonna have to have our moment of truth and just see if the eyes look okay. This is our moment of truth. Okay, like 1 over, 1 above. Oh, okay. He actually looks really sweet. Oh my god. Look! He's so sweet! Oh my god, I was so worried he would look like a monstrosity with the eyes. I don't know why I thought that. I'm just so used, because like I said, I made a few. I'm so used to them having the little black eyes that make them look kind of derpy. Basically, what I was doing is putting the eye in, putting on the backing, and then sealing it around with hot glue on the inside so they wouldn't come out because the backings were too small for the blanket yarn. And that has been very effective. But these are 12 millimeters. We don't have to do all that. Yay! He's got eyes. Now we can add blush. I just harvested some pink yarn from my stash over there. I know a lot of people add the embroidery after they do stuffing. I don't like doing that. I just don't trust that it won't come undone. So I like to do it now when I still have access to the inside so I can knot it really tightly. It's like a millimeter off and I'm gonna die if I don't fix it. Wait. Oh, he's flattened. Oh no. It's okay. If your duck shell gets flattened, just pop him out. Okay, so the next step, I have these tights that I got from like Walmart or something. And we will mutilate them for arts and crafts. A noble cause. I do adjust a bit, so I'm sorry if the angle's a bit different now. This is like how you fill piping bags with frosting, you know? I don't think we'll need that many. Oh, that's heavier than I thought it would be. Try and make it like this size. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. And then they said you can just tie it and cut off the extra. I'll come back when I've done a few rows and it's time to start fixing him up. So I don't need to fill him as much, and I think we're just gonna like take this and like shove it in there. And then we'll test it. He's stable. Oh wow, he's very stable. Nice duck. He's a thick boy. Okay, so all we really need to do is sew this up and then add his little wings and such. Okay, so I was weaving in the ends and I caught that, like, the weighted beads in and snagged it on my needle, and I think it's ripped. That really sucks. Oh, and I just spilled them everywhere. Okay. This is for my mom, so I think it'll be okay. Because I know she just wants him to sit on her desk at work. I'm actually so bummed out about that. I'm going to make the wings real quick. Yeah, this was kind of a fail. I'm going to leave my ends like this because I might need to redo the wings. I'm going to come back when I'm not super hungry and feeling bad. And I'll show you the finished result. And I'm also going to make him a little vest too.